Education is an essential part of Rwanda's government policy as a strategy of poverty reduction and its Vision 2020, aiming for a modern, knowledge-based, competitive economy and the development of the country's human resources. The government of Rwanda subscribes education for all and Millennium Development Goals and allocates around 20% of its national budget to the education sector, 60% of which is used for basic education. While access to school is no longer a problem, with a net enrollment rate of 94%, quality remains a challenge.
Rwanda is spending a lot of money for its education system. The access rate is quite high. Over 90% of all children who should go to school are going to school. And the problem in the education sector is more on the quality side, which is something quite common in many African countries, that you might have an access problem, but more so a quality problem in education. And for SNV, it was clear that that would be also a sector where SNV wanted to contribute to the success of this country in its development. Education is one of the basic services which is important in any country, but it is particularly important also in Rwanda because Rwanda has a very high ambition for its development, which should be based on a knowledge. Basic for that is a well-educated population.
SNV has been active in the primary education since 2007 as part of SNV's global strategy focusing on access to and quality of basic services. Through SNV's interventions, SNV aims to contribute to the access and education services, resulting in increased net enrollment and improved completion, achievement while reducing dropout and repetition. SNV intervenes at both national and decentralized levels and focuses on the education of girls and vulnerable groups.
We are intervening first at the national level, collaboration with the Ministry of Education. We are also partnering with other organizations which have their representation at national level, and we are also collaborating with the education administration at district level.
We have so far been able to interact up to the ministerial level, up to the minister. We have regular meetings with the permanent secretary in preparation for, say, the joint review of education sector. We participate in every 2 months in the cluster meetings for the education sector, where we elaborate on what is the difficulties and what progress is being made in the field. So SNV acts as a link between what is happening on the ground, which my colleague has been talking about, and what the ministry headquarters hears, because we are able to say, hey, this thing is happening like this at the field, while you actually are saying that it is this way. So by so doing, we are providing evidence to the ministry on what the policies and implementation is actually doing at the local level.
Many NGOs operating in Rwanda have education in their mandate. Before, each one of them would cooperate with the Ministry of Education, but there was no NGO to NGO partnership. Then SNV initiated RENCP, the Rwanda Education NGO Coordination Platform. In this platform, NGOs meet, discuss, and coordinate education-related issues as one. After having contributed more than 3 years in education, SNV is phasing out from this sector. But the fact that it has strengthened and connected many institutions will make the sustainability of the advisory services left unquestionable.